Hello everyone. Thank you for my welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope we're all doing very fine today, keeping safe and all of that, and following the government's advice on lockdown. And then if you have to go shopping, I hope you're washing those hands and keeping the 2 meters distance is very important. So just a few things today. First of all, I must say I have been accepted as volunteer first responder with the NHS. Although I have not had my first assignment yet, I am still waiting. They have told me, they emailed me, say not to worry, that they will email me to give me my first assignment. So I'm so looking forward to that. And because I will feel utterly useless if I haven't done anything to assist um, in the care system, be it hospital or care home. I really want to do something. So I'm waiting for NHS to give me that call. So that's out of the way. And I hope you're doing whatever you can to help. And if you cannot do anything, please keep safe and stay in the shelter in your home. Secondly, we're so happy that our Prime Minister is well and healthy, looking forward for him to start his job as he's elected to do. And have never prayed in my life for him to recover with the whole nation. I guess we're all praying regardless of what party you support, be it Labour, Green Party, whatnot. We just wanted our Prime Minister to be back and doing what he's supposed to be doing. And that's the first time I've ever prayed so much in my lifetime. The second time we had a scare in my own family. I'm not going to give you details, but someone very dear to me. Thank God she recovered. We're all good, and it further opened my eyes to what this is all about, and which is why I'm doing this video today. And to please, we are so lucky that our own didn't resort to, I don't even want to use the word that everyone is probably thinking about, but it wasn't one of those really severe one. We didn't have to end up in the hospital. So very grateful for that. Although I've been taking all the precautions, I have not even taken further precautions to keep everyone safe and then not to spread it if you do have it, especially if you fall in those categories that don't exhibit any symptoms. If you're asymptomatic, then it becomes problematic. Which brings me to my video today. There has been a lot of things said in the news channel. Who is at fault? Did the Prime Minister do what he's supposed to do? The blame game. Everyone is blaming somebody. The lockdown has an issue that lock our borders away in January or February. All that is well and good. And on the other hand, you have other people now who want us to go back to work. This criticism are quite distracting. And I would like every one of us at this point, this is not a time to lay blame games, who is at fault. In my view, this is my 2 pence, unless that you found the vaccine or you can tell us something that we can do to stop the spread of this very menace. I don't think anyone should be criticizing at this point. We should be finding solutions. The biologists, the microbiologists, the epidemiologists, no one knows what to do. And I'm sure they are all at work 24/7, even 24, maybe 27/7, if there is anything like that. So give them time. There will be accountability. We know that at least the system is built for accountability and transparency. We will get to that. There is no point distracting what is more important. I don't even want to read the news anymore, especially coming from my background, ethnicity, that are now the people dying the most. All I want to hear is anyone who has found the solution to stop this. Have you found the vaccine? Have you given us a solution on how all of us can get tested fairly quickly like Germans have done? If you don't, I don't think anyone should come to the TV, to the media to criticize anyone, because we're criticizing the government and yet no one has found any solution. What is the point? The only thing I will say, however, is yes, more should be done to provide adequate PPE for those in the front line. That is not a criticism. I do support that, but please, more should be done for those who are taking care of us, even in the care home. They need that to be able to really care for the people that matters the most, especially the vulnerable. Unless that is the only thing I think that is more important now, and then also to make our testing of this for those who have it, whether you've got immune system or not, which we know now it's probably not possible because some people are now being reinfected. And so I'm even more now afraid for my dear family member. Is he going to be getting infected again or not? And we do have something working. However flawed it is, it will be flawed. We are faced with so much uncertainty. We might not live to see this again, but we want to have something in place in case if it happens again, that we're more prepared. When I say that, I wish to clarify, I'm not saying that all of us might die or are going to die. What I'm trying to say that we might not live for another pandemic. So please support the government. Forget about partisan now. This is not the time. Of course, there will be committees set up to investigate what happened. Why are minorities dying more? Why have we had this huge death rate? We are now on the verge of becoming the epicenter in Europe. So please, forget about what has happened, what the government has got wrong, what Boris Johnson has got wrong or not. Whatever, I don't know whatever any one of you believe in. I believe in God. I've said it earlier already, and I've prayed so much for us to find an answer to this, to heal those. Unfortunately, there are going to be losses. Are we now saying that it's better for another country to have more deaths? That shouldn't be the argument. It should be the argument that there shouldn't be any death at all. Be it Europe, Africa, Asia, wherever you, if we can reduce this or stop it entirely, that should be the end goal for everybody. So please, there is time. We know there are committees that will be set up to investigate what has horribly gone wrong and to hold the Chinese accountable for what they have done. But this is not the time for that. And I agree. I was watching news. Somebody was making this same comment on BBC News this afternoon, that this is not the time for that. And I absolutely agree. Until then, everyone stay safe, no matter what we're doing. Oh, by the way, just a little bit, I've been baking just to keep myself busy. I've not baked for over 20 years. The last time anyone baked anything for me was my girlfriend, years and years ago, about 20 years ago, like I said. And the cake didn't come out pretty well yesterday. I'm giving it a go today, and I've had a peep. If you hear anything you're hearing on the background, is my timer for me to go and check my cake. So I will go do that. I'm sorry, this channel, probably this is the last time I'm going to do any video on pandemic, because it's quite important. That's why I decided to just lend my voice to my viewers. Whoever's watching, please, and if you haven't, help me grow my channel, share with your friends, subscribe, watch. But my channel, just to remind you, is mainly to compare the legal system here in the UK and in Nigeria, which is where I'm qualified in both jurisdictions. So I'm not going to distract from that after today. I know my channel is boring. It's not about cooking or about hairdressing or about makeup. I am not putting those down. Those are brilliant things they do. I cannot even draw an eyeliner. So yeah, sometimes I watch those videos just to see if I'm going to give a go of doing any makeup. So I do need your support. But for now, let's focus. If you have, oh, and by the way, I started reading novels again. I started with James Patterson. I'm not reading any of his gruesome fictions. Some of them are quite gruesome. I cannot stomach it for the life of me. It's quite Yes, anyone who's a fan of James Patterson. So recommend any novels for me that are not mainstream. I want to read something that is not one of those here. I don't want to read any Robert Ludlum, Gresham, or Jeffrey Archer. No, none of them. Just somebody that is not well. A bit out of the box. I don't know anyone I want to read now. So if you're my friend on Facebook, on LinkedIn, do recommend a good novel for me to read. Thank you. Bye bye. Stay safe, everyone. And please subscribe.